Hey guys, this is Kaitlynn and Abby from Broussard Homestead with our cousin Raylee. We're going to show you how to make some of our favorite fire starters to use on the homestead.
For this fire starter, you're going to need empty toilet paper rolls, dryer lint, and wax paper. Two of the three materials are recycled materials that would normally be just trashed, but can be used to make this fire starter instead. So I'm going to start out by taking some wax paper and I'm going to cut it into the size of a toilet paper. You want it to be a little bit bigger, good enough to be able to roll it up. So we're going to figure out how big it is, and you want it to be good enough size so you can roll it up on the ends. So we're probably going to do that. And you're going to just take about a handful of dryer lint and stuff it in the toilet paper. Make sure it's packed tightly if you have a good amount of dryer lint. So I just stuffed it with dryer lint, and I'm going to put a little more right here because it's not quite full. And then we just take it and we put it and we roll the wax paper pretty tightly around the fire starter. And you can make it as thin or thick as you want it. And we just take the ends and we roll them together. And you can roll them until the whole thing looks kind of like a big Tootsie Roll.
That's cool. So tell me how do you think it works? Tell me the science behind it.
Well, it kind of works like a candle. You just put it in the fire, and when you light the end, the wax burns like a candle would. Since I put a thicker amount of the wax paper on the fire starter, it'll actually burn a little bit longer.
That's pretty cool. Where did you learn this?
Pinterest.
All right.
Okay. All right, Katie, so why don't you make one?
All right.
So, like I said, you just roll it out into a good amount of parchment paper. Stop laughing.
That's not parchment.
Darn it, wax paper.
So about that much?
It depends on the amount you want on and how long you want it to burn. So
would you say that the more wax paper you have, the longer it'll burn?
yeah.
Probably within reason, I guess.
Yeah. And then you just take however much you want to stuff depending on the amount of dryer lint you have, you just stuff that amount you want in there. I like to stuff it pretty tight because it burns longer that way because there's more to burn.
All right, you just roll this.
I'd go ahead and actually stuff this a little bit more. So then you just tightly roll it, the tightest you can get it. If it's loose, then it's okay. It's just the tighter you can get it, the better. And then you just hold that, and then you take these ends and you twist them. Make sure not to tear them.
I think that looks right.
Looks perfect. It just looks like a giant Tootsie Roll.
Cool.
So that was one way to make one of our fire starters that we like to use. Another way is to make Vaseline cotton ball fire starters. Now, keep in mind they don't burn as long as the other fire starters, but they are smaller and more compact when camping or needing more space in like a backpack. So I have Vaseline, a snack size bag, you can use whatever size depending on how many you want to make, and cotton balls. So I'm going to take the bag and I'm going to turn it inside out so I can use it like a glove when making the cotton balls. And then I'm just going to take this, again using it like a glove, and grab a good amount of Vaseline in there, and then I just take a small handful of cotton balls and put it, and then I just turn it inside out, or right side out, whatever. And then I close the bag. Let the air out. And then you just mix the cotton balls and Vaseline together in the bag. You want to make sure that the cotton balls are covered generously with Vaseline so they burn good.
Keep in mind these are a great tool to bring it in a bug out bag or on a simple camping trip.
And you just keep mixing them until all of them are covered. Now, I probably didn't put quite enough Vaseline in here, so I'd actually put more if I was you, just to make sure, because they're not quite covered. But that's how you make them. And like I said before, they don't burn as long as the other fire starters that we made. So if you were looking to start a fire, you would probably need to use more than one of these. So we went outside to test our first fire starter. This is the one that looks like a Tootsie Roll. And I'm using just a regular lighter. You can use any kind of lighter, matches too. Those both work.
It's a flammable lighter.
Now this isn't to keep a fire going for a long time, this is just to start a fire. So when using this, you're going to want to light your sticks and get your logs burning too.
Well, you're going to use this for that, right?
Yes, you light this to help light your sticks and get those burning. This is just a fire starter, it doesn't work long term.
Okay, we're up to 1 minute 30 seconds. I've been timing how long this will actually burn to give you a rough estimate on how much time you have to gather more kindling if you need it.
Keep in mind that right now you may not see a flame, but it could be on the inside and it is smoldering on the outside. So it is still burning, just not noticeably on the outside.
Also keep in mind if you pack it too tightly with the dryer lint, it may take a little longer to burn completely.
And it may not burn very well either, so.
No, you light this side.
Okay, I suggest we go ahead and light the other side, because I think what's happening here, it kind of looks like a fail, but it's really not, because normally this would be down within logs and such, and by this time the logs are at least the kindling and tinder and such would be on fire, and it would be burning really well, and it would help this to burn. So even though it looks like a fail, it's really not, guys.
when using it in a fire, it works really well. We'll have to show you that in another video, so look for that on how to start the fire, and we can show you how it actually works when in.
Well, I assure you, we've been using these fire starters for quite some time and with a lot of success. So don't let this video fool you.
Seems that this is actually burning a lot better than the other side was, because it's still holding a good flame and it's starting to burn the whole thing. So how long has it been burning right now?
6 minutes and 30 seconds.
So as you can see, it's already been burning for 6 minutes, just without any tinder.
Which is really more than enough time to get your tinder going. I think we're going to go ahead and move on to the other fire starter and time it and see how long it burns.
So we moved on to the Vaseline and cotton balls, and while inside, I went ahead and added more Vaseline and a little bit more cotton balls to even out the ratio of Vaseline to cotton balls, so it would burn better, and you just mush, and I just mashed it all together. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the bag, and I'm going to just grab one. And you want to make sure that you open up the cotton ball. It's very messy, so you want to be careful because the Vaseline gets on your hands and it is flammable. So you just open it up really really good, and you do that. I'm wiping off my hands right now to make sure I don't burn my hands. And you just take your lighter and you can hold it with one hand, or you can leave it there, it doesn't matter. And you just light the one end of it and you let it go. This one does not burn quite as long as the other fire starter does, but it is a good fire starter to get your tinder and leaves or dry grass or whatever, small sticks, whatever you're using to get a good burn. You may need to use more than one of these when trying to start a fire though. So how long has it been burning, Katie?
1 minute, 15 seconds.
So how long has it been burning now, Katie?
3 minutes and 30 seconds.
So 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and it's still burning very good. The Vaseline and cotton ball fire starter has gone out, and it's been burning for how long, Katie?
5 minutes and 28 seconds.
So that's how both of these fire starters work. We hope you enjoyed the video, and we hope you learned something about starting fires with these fire starters, and we hope you continue watching our channel. And also, if you like our videos, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. See you next time. Goodbye.